Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, starting off dead broke with absolutely no money whatsoever. And as I am loading this game here, the previous episode I just finished yesterday is currently uploading, so I know nobody has seen it yet, but that's okay. So, we got another giant one, but that's a 4,000, so that's only going to give 10,000 total. Oh my goodness, we got 23,000 here, and that's 15. Whew, that's going to be another. That would be another one that would take forever to complete. But 23,000, nothing to sniff at. It is harvesting again, which I've already done, but let's see. After it's going to take off 6,000, so it's really only going to be about 17,000. But with the extra crop, once again, that you can sell at the end, then I'm going to go with this one. So we'll go ahead and lease that. There we go. And let's get over into here. So this is going to be what we'll be using. So it's a case. So I'm going to fire this up. Certainly don't get much room to maneuver when you've got one of these harvesters here. See if I can get close enough to look on the header. Alright. I'm not going to bother with the header trailer. And I should check what field I'm going to. Field 8. Field 8 is just right across from the animal dealer. So that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and head up there. So my previous episode had a lot of fast forward. Might end up with a lot of that too, because this is a huge field. For this one, I don't want to do too much of it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. It does bring to mind, somebody might ask, why am I doing Let's Plays? I'm definitely not the best farming simulator player in the world, considering that I've only just started playing this, and while I have played 17, I only played it for a few hours, maybe 20 hours total, over a couple of months. So, I mean, it was fun, but I had so many other things I was doing, plus going through a divorce and all of that fun stuff. So, in any case, let's try not to run traffic off. In any case, to go into some of the details of what I'm doing. A lot of it has to do with the fact that I do have my recording software now. Let's kind of unfold this. It's actually pretty bigger. Sorry, that's bigger than I expected it to be. That's what she said too. Let's see, we'll turn that on. And I'll unfold the harvester too. Is that under this one? So get used to this. That's first unfold the tool harvester. Oh, I have to select it. Okay, there we go. Unfold that. Okay. Anyway, so as I was saying, I've got Adobe Premiere video software, and just trying to learn it. And this is a good way to learn it. Plus, it's a fun game that I was going to be playing anyway. This gives me an excuse to play it. So let's see, we turn on harvester now, and hit some cruise control. So yeah, hopefully there won't be too many problems here. As I said, I'm currently uploading the previous episode as I'm recording this. It actually took me probably 5 times longer to edit that video and get it ready to go than it did to play the game. It's pretty typical. I do a lot of recording mainly for music, and it's the same type of thing when it comes to that. You just have to do a lot of work to get a little bit of a result, but if you don't do a lot of work, then the results are really bad. And even in this case, since I'm learning it, I'm pretty sure the results are still going to be pretty bad. But if you sit through and watch it, you have my appreciation. And so we look at this field. This is a giant field. I think this might be the biggest field on the map. So good news is this header's a little bit bigger. And in other good news, hopefully it won't take more than a couple hours at most for this. I do have enough time to record before I have to go to sleep for work in the morning. So yeah, that's part of why I can't necessarily stream any of this stuff. Well, not streaming at all, but recording videos. I would be tempted to become a streamer if I had the chance to put in the work for it. But with my work schedule, dealing with all this stuff from my divorce, and just life in general, all of that stuff, I just can't get the time to do it consistently. So my YouTube channel is kind of just a hobby anyway. So like I said, this is me learning a bit more about video editing, how to use Adobe Premiere, and having fun while doing it, and hopefully providing some level of entertainment. Oh, one thing I should note, yeah, I am going to be going around the field with that perimeter harvesting. That's how I typically do things, and I do it this specific direction because the way that I'm facing going with the speed, this would be clockwise on this current field, lets me put the pipe out for the harvester, and then I can always have the truck drive up and offload everything through that without having to worry about driving over the field itself and ruining crops. I do have crop destruction on. But this will guarantee, you know, if you go back and forth, then half the time your pipe is going to be out over the crop, and you'll have to move the harvester off of the row, get it out of position in order to offload the crops. This way, at least, there will always be a path that will be on either a harvested portion of the field or off the edge of the field. So that's why I do that. Okay, let's see if we can lift the header without having to turn it on. Okay. And this is really close to the end of the field there, so this one I would have to do anyway, even if I was planning to go back and forth, because that's just kind of ridiculous to try and get there. Let's lower the header and do cruise control again. Hopefully I've got everything on here. Those bushes make it hard to see exactly where you should be, but there we go. I did not see what vehicle we're going to be taking things to market with, but hopefully it's a little bit bigger than the previous wagon that we had. So yeah, if you saw the results that I put at the end, it took just under 3 hours of time for that to harvest everything and get it there, and it was split pretty evenly between the time in the harvester and the time on the road. So that was pretty sad, because driving around and dropping things off is not really what I like to do for fun. Or, well, not in this game. I do like to do it if I'm playing like American Truck Simulator or European Truck Simulator, which I enjoy playing those games too. But those are specifically for that. They're designed for that. It's got better traffic AI, which I never thought I'd be saying about European Truck Simulator. But it does have better traffic AI than Farming Simulator. Now we'll do my little turn here, getting used to the turning radius of this machine, which isn't too bad actually. Alright, now we go. Once again, this edge is at an angle, a weird angle. Oh well. I don't think we'll get all the way to the end of the field before we'll have to offload. But that will be fine. Anyway, so I do have $15,541 in this game now. Not bad for a couple hours of work in game. If I could do that in real life, that would be awesome. only work like an hour every month. Of course, I would actually work more than that because you want to stockpile and save up. That's obviously one of the goals. But what I'm going to do here, I'm thinking, first thing that I want to do is be able to get a field, but it's useless to buy a field without having the means to at least lease equipment to harvest and plow and all of that, because otherwise it'll just go fallow. The crops will wither when you get on there. So now let's see, we're almost done here, so let me concentrate on that really quick. Find out exactly how much this will hold. Alright, there we go. So it's 14,400. Turn that engine off. And then before I forget, let's go ahead and pipe out. And then we'll jump over to... Oh, we got a semi-truck here. That's good news because it should be able to hold quite a bit in the trailer here. I did not turn anywhere near enough over though. Come on, turn. That was a pretty useless attempt on that. Like I said in the previous one, you will see lots of bad attempts as I'm still learning this game. Bad attempts to do things. There we go. This looks like we're lining it up a little better. Alright, so let's get this out to the field now. And no train coming. Stay on the road though. So I'm going to open the cover. That's pretty cool. If I recall from seeing this in a previous video for somebody else, I think you can have two different crops in this because you can put something in the front half of this and something in the back half. Those are separated containers, so you can actually haul two different types of crop. I'm going to obviously put everything in from this field into both of them. So here and turn. Yeah, there's some of that unrealistic traffic that goes way slower than anything else that's driving out here. I had meant to check my screen settings to see if I could get the draw distance further out, but I forgot to do that. I'm going to have to remember to do that before the next episode. And yes, this already looks better in terms of how much it will hold. So we can go ahead and stop the engine here. I don't know if that actually saves gas or anything, but that's what I would do it for. So, get through this. Looks like we'll be able to fill it up roughly 4 times, maybe part of a 5th, and then have to take it to market. Let's try turning the harvester on before we hit cruise control. There we go. Alright, so I will go ahead and probably speed up the video and edit at this point unless something really weird happens, and I'll stop it at that point. Otherwise, I'll catch you when it's time to offload this. I didn't check where I'm going to be dropping off, so hopefully it's not too far of a distance to go like it was last time. Anyway, you guys have fun watching the sped up version, I guess. That's what I get for getting to put that out again. So we're coming up for the final load before we go and chop this off. And I don't know if you saw on the map, but the chop off point is actually just right over there. So this will be a really quick trip as opposed to last time. Stuck on something here. Wow. Physics. Oh, goodness. Well, that is no fun. Let's see if I can bump it a little from behind here. Pick up quite a bit of speed. Okay, let's see if that moved enough. Or hopefully I can empty the trailer. Yes, the game is not perfect. There are some glitches. Hopefully not too many bad ones. This is the first glitch that I've run into. Let's see, why it doesn't let me empty my load yet. Still have half the corn in there. Let's see if I can get around. Well, this certainly is not going according to plan. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. I don't think it's straight enough. Okay. Let's just go in a big old loop the other way. Come on. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work. Looks like it should be there. Two-sided back. Well, let's try this one more time, looping around. I'm wondering if where it says the tip side is referring to whether it's the front one or the back that empties. Okay. that was certainly exciting. Park for right here for now. All right, let's get back to something that I know I can do. contract is finished. And we got about 7,000 on there for the extra harvest income. So that makes up for the leasing costs again. And I'm not even going to bother trying to get this off with as many problems as I've had with that before. So this did actually end up taking longer than the first one, by about 12 more minutes, 13 minutes, something like that. I'll get the exact time after I'm done and throw it in the end screen here. In any case, let's go ahead and complete this contract. We'll get another 17,138 right now. And that brings us up to 39,802 after just 2 contracts, or 2 missions, 2 jobs, whatever you want to. I guess it says contracts income up there, so 2 contracts. And for roughly 4.5 hours, give or take, maybe 5 hours worth of time. So that's not bad at all. Alright, I'm going to sign off now. Have a good one.